Well, good morning, everybody. And at the outset, my apologies for beginning a little later than we thought we'd begin. But, just when you think you're in control of life, comes the weather, maybe in some parts of the country, and things start getting delayed. And it just is a little beyond our management. So I do apologize once again, but we are now ready. Thank you very much for making it here this morning. We have a terrific high table. We'll get to them in a second. But if I can be allowed a few seconds at the top. We do live, if you think about it, in a magnificent country, incredible country, and that's why I suppose they call it Incredible India. Because just when you think that maybe darkness is overwhelming light and chaos is getting the better of order, comes from somewhere a beacon of light, a ray of hope, a light at the end of the tunnel, whichever way you want to put it. And to me, I think it's not personal, I'm sure many of you share the sentiment, the creation, and hopefully now the execution of this fantastic property called the Toyota University Cricket Championship is exactly that. It's taking us back into a time where university cricket was reigning supreme. It was the biggest thing in the country. That's where all the players came from, or most of them at any rate. But of course, cricket has evolved over the years, and we are now no longer going to the past. In a sense, we're going back to the future. And there are many bright, hopeful faces who will make this championship perhaps the finest, or certainly one of the most coveted in our land. But that's to be seen, that's to follow. We hope that all of you will spare time and attention, thought, energy, and viewing time for the Toyota University Cricket Championship, because it promises so much. And it will contain so much enthusiasm and zeal, and it would be great if all of us get caught up with all this and be a part of it. It also does share the distinction, or has the distinction, of being very heavily supported and endorsed by the AIU, the All India University Board. It also has the blessings of the Human Resources Development Ministry, which is a very important part, because I think the machinery of the country also realizes what kind of a journey we're embarking on. And of course, very importantly, under the circumstances, the blessings of the Board of Control of Cricket in India, which is the key really, because all these players who will be showcasing their enormous talent during the Toyota University Cricket Championship would like for it to be noticed by those who care and those who take the game forward. So it's all good, and it's all happening very soon. But before that, we have a very special launch function today here in this beautiful setting of the Taj Land's End, where it's getting a little hot and humid, excuse me. But this has to do with a three-part agenda, and which is why we're all here today. Very quickly, of course, we have the declaration today of, well, there are brand ambassadors, and there are brand ambassadors, and there are brand ambassadors. And of course, once in a while comes along one of the most fantastic fits of brand ambassadorship, and we'll get to that in a second. We're truly grateful to our Toyota University Cricket Championship brand ambassador. We also have the launch, which is the most important, I suppose, audio-visual part of this morning, of the anthem of the Toyota University Cricket Championship. There are 4 enormously gifted musicians and lyricists who are with us. We'll introduce them in a second. And they have collaborated on what should hopefully enter our brains and our heart as we go along and hear and unveil the anthem as we go along. So, if we can very quickly, and of course, how can I forget, the finale in a sense would be the introduction to the 8 teams who have made the grade for the first ever Toyota University Cricket Championship. Can you imagine the sense of history that will go along with these boys and their entire team, their universities, the entire universe connected to this wonderful championship? So we'll get to that last. Let's begin with some introductions. To my left first. It's one of those things where typically I can get out of this by saying that, need no introduction, but let's do this. Ehsan, one of the finest guitarists and musicians in the country. Loy, whom I've known for donkey's years on the keyboards. Loy, thank you for being here. And of course, I don't know what to say, so let me just say the voice of the nation, Shankar. Fantastic. Wonderful to have you here. But of course, all the music at times needs some very clever words, some very deep, meaningful words, useful words, words that truly take us where we want to go. And Prasoon Joshi, you've done that so many times. Wonderful to have your company to have done that again. I mentioned this whole business of brand ambassadorial fit. And in many ways, oh, what a fit. Wasim, Akram, thank you very much for being here and taking this whole project forward with your presence, with your guile, with your ability, with your skill, which I hope you'll share with a lot. I mean, every once in a while in the cricketing world you hear, मेरा सब कुछ ठीक हो गया और मैं ये कर रहा हूँ वो कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि वसीम भाई ने मुझे मदद की थी. Thank you for your generosity. बहुत लोग आपकी मदद के लिए रुके हुए हैं.
Thank you.
And of course, the whole project, much as it has a lot of work going behind, needs that driver, needs that final force to put it all together. And there we have the presence today of the Deputy MD and COO of Toyota Kirloskar Motors, Sandeep Singh. Thank you so much for picking it up, giving it life, and taking it forward. We're also very grateful, of course, to the Senior General Manager, MRF, Vijay Arora. Thank you so much. I know your company's done an enormous amount in the sport. This is a very important aspect. We are unfortunately not blessed with the presence today of the Zonal Vice President of Coca-Cola, Durgesh Tailang, who was meant to be here. Perhaps, since it's getting hot and humid, he had a lot of other work to do to make sure Coke's distributed around the country, so he couldn't be here right now. But thank you, Coca-Cola. And right at the end, of course, my very good friend, who we'll have a little chat with later, Harsh Bhogle. Thanks so much. So as you can see, the two sides have the pleasure of beginning with you. Just a few thoughts to begin with. On an average, I'm told, by good authority, he gets about, I must get this figure right, 48 offers a day about association, about ambassadorship, about can you do this for us, can you do that for us. And of course, he can only pick maybe one or two in a year. So it's a very significant thing that he has chosen. We thank you to be the brand ambassador of the Toyota University Cricket Championship. Your first thought when you were approached with this?
I met Prannoy, that was, I think, game against Pakistan in Chennai about 3-4 weeks ago. And he mentioned this. And I remember when I started playing cricket for Pakistan, even before when I was in my college, first year of my college, there used to be a Pakistan Universities team in the first class cricket, Quaid-e-Azam Trophy. I think they scrapped it in 86, 87. But it's so important, this college cricket, school cricket, and then of course the university cricket. With this sort of league and with this sort of exposure, I think, in my opinion, eventually India will get some new talent and some new player and some new way to find players. And that actually is the right way to promote the game itself. So well done everyone who has been involved in this this event. I think it'll be, and for the boys, the players who will be playing this, they'll get the exposure, they get the confidence, they'll be on television, so you can see their true talent as well. And then if you want to actually, later on, if any young player comes up, upcoming player, we can actually coach them and tell them exactly how to do. On the way, I'll be doing that as well, meeting these boys and explaining them what to do.
What were your thoughts when the Quaid-e-Azam Trophy was, in a sense, disbanded, if you can use that term, because you were at that point ripe for participation then, and did you feel, well, we've been robbed here, or did you feel, well, it's past its time?
It's just the cricket board realized, they thought at the time it's not worth it, but I thought it was very worth it. Imagine young university playing first class cricket one season. How can they, how much they will be improved as a cricketer. But I think now at least we're coming back here in India, hopefully Pakistan will pick it up from here as well, that to invest your time and money into school, college and university crickets, and it's a great, great start.
Well, I can assure you that in India it was massive university cricket, and perhaps it's time now for its regeneration. But a final thought, I mean, we have, if you have your time, we'll get 100 thoughts, but a final thought for the moment. Is there qualitatively, in your opinion, a difference in the mental abilities of somebody who's been through college, through university, played hard cricket there, in terms of strategizing, in terms of leadership, in terms of truly understanding what the sport, the life of cricket is all about, than those who unfortunately may not have gone through a college or university system?
That is a proper procedure. I mean, I played for my school, then I got picked up. I wasn't a great student, guys, so, I got picked up in my college as a cricket, I was a good cricketer. And then I did that, routine as well. I didn't play first year, they didn't pick me up the first year of my college.
No.
I was the 12th man. I think my captain was a left-arm bowler, so he made sure I stayed outside. But yeah, it was. But again, these boys are getting great opportunity. It will definitely improve their cricket, and I think improve them as a person as well. And that the confidence they will get with this tournament.
That's such a key statement, because I was hoping you'd say that, because there is a significant improvement in terms of character building when you go through the normal academic process of college and university, and we have some bright boys at the back who I hope are listening to all of this, because you are epitomizing all of that. Wasim, we're going to carry on and hopefully come back to you, or maybe you'll open it up to others, but then of course it might take all day. It's already becoming a little very hot and humid, so if you don't mind.
First, I want to just tell the students that, well, he was not a good student does not mean all bad students become good cricketers. So just don't take it like that.